And due to actually learning how the game works, would you also not have a problem with me ditching Ice Cold because it?
Well, I mean, you just got a new move, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to have a move that
So
I
you really
literally can't
don't want to
use.
ditch Ice Cold, I don't think, because being able to do something under fire is. Or wait, what does Ice Cold give you again?
No,
Ice cold is go aggro.
go aggro with cool, but I don't. That's gonna do diddly because I
What are you
clearly
going to trade it for?
something
don't have
interesting.
cool.
Something.
What do
No,
you?
I still have.
okay, so what are you going to trade it for?
So
That brings me to the next question. What makes a situation charged?
No, normally when you guys show up, since you're apparently all bloodthirsty
So-
murderers
so-
with no families.
charged situations are basically the result of our choices. Like
Yeah.
like we could have approached the situation, it would have been perfectly amicable, but the thing that made it charged, I think, was us reading it. By us reading the situation, we declared that we think this is a charged situation, and Arthur plays off of that.
Yep.
Or at least that's the way it was described in like the book playbook.
Yeah.
So if we'd have gone in and been like, you know what, we're just gonna.
Hey guys, how's it going? Just want to find son's father. No big deal.
Yeah.
It didn't get charged until you guys were like tightening your grips on some weapons and had a person on a machine gun pointing a machine gun at them.
Pointing? No, I was telling them to come and have a good time with us. But I'd like to change it then to something. I think I might actually roll at some point, which is dangerous and sexy. When I enter a charge situation, roll plus hot, and then get people to freeze up because.
Okay. Yep.
And then I'm going to use my level up to get +1 hard, so I might actually be able to shoot somebody in the face and succeed.
All right. So we looked through the rule book. Apparently, being hit by a truck is 4 harm, which is instant death plus merciless bodily mutilation. So if Gaza hits this person, which is almost guaranteed, he's going to be very dead.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm rolling at a. So
You add your
I'm
power
rolling
plus your hard.
so my hard is 0. So there's a chance that I could fail, but it's only if I roll double snake eyes. Sort of
Okay.
thing, so.
Nope. Doesn't
That's
look
plus
like you
3.
failed.
Yeah.
so
That's without your plus
that's
3.
40,
That's 14.
14.
Yeah. I think that he's been seized by force, the force being his life. You get to pick a couple options here.
It seized by force under? Yeah.
Yep, you get 3 options.
So I don't need to inflict terrible harm.
No, he's definitely going to die from this.
Yeah. What does hold in this instance mean?
Hold is the
You
thi-
definitely
is
kill
what you
him, right?
spend on those things.
Oh, okay, but one of the things you can spend on it is called you
It's like
take
you're
definite
seizing
hold of
something
it.
by force.
Yeah, I think there's
But
like.
I mean, if you choose to take definite hold of it, it would be something like he's stuck on the front of your rhubar, like you now have a corpse there.
Yeah, corpses are easier to clean off than bullet holes. So, and I
Well,
get
maybe
to
you
choose
just
3,
want to
right?
leave
So-
it there as like a warning.
All right, so you take definite hold of it. You suffer little harm. You impress, dismay, and frighten your enemy.
Okay, yeah. So I think when Mako sees that shit, he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. The Lord saith to me. You know, and like as the camera zooms around, we finally see Veldspar like impaled on the rhubar in the front, just like blood dripping out of his mouth. Quentin Tarantino like gushing style.
So I imagine it's just a front shot of the car of the building,
Yeah.
right? And then like a little bit of water sprays up on the windshield and it goes. That's what I
Except
imagine
there's a
happens.
little like when it goes over the bullet that's impaled in the windshield.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
So I'm catching the anti-material rifle as it kind of falls out in front of me.
Of course, yeah, no problem.
And I think the other guy is currently tasered.
Yep.
I'm gonna detect
By the other guy, you mean your brother, Bear?
Yeah, that guy. I'm gonna detach the scope from the anti-material rifle. I assume that's relatively easy to do.
Sure. Yeah.
So you're
And
taking the sniper rifle scope off the sniper rifle to put it on a pistol?
Yeah.
Is that what's
Uh,
happening right now?
yes,
Why don't you just
that's
keep it on the
exactly what's
sniper
happening.
That's
rifle?
exactly
That
what's
makes no
happening.
fucking sense.
Wait for it. Wait for
Why
it.
are you doing that?
I go over to Hammerhead and said, "Well, I expected to have two to barter with, but I'm afraid this is going to have to do." I put the anti-material rifle, sends the scope in the sand, and I point over to Bear. It says, "You see that there is a man of unfamiliar parentage. His mother was a whore." And I'm sure if you looked a little bit farther back in his family tree, you'd find some Aboriginal blood in him. I believe he'd make prime candidate for your particular assuasion. Just make sure he knows who revealed it to him, or who revealed his past.
Oh God, are you manipulating him, or are you just telling him this? I don't know that I heard anything pretty manipulating there, because you're fulfilling the promise you made earlier.
I am. Well, I'm promising them we'll both mutually benefit. I'm going to try to manipulate him into a trade. Bear's life and the anti-material rifle for Son's father or whatever, Son's dad.
Yep.
And the hyper module or hyperflux capacitor module thing. I bring it up and says, I don't know if you know what you've got there, but
he doesn't have those things on him.
Okay.
Right now. But you're talking to him about these objects?
Yes, I'm talking to him about Son's father and the hyperflux capacitor, and offering Bear's life, which I'm officially claiming at this particular juncture, as he is currently probably underneath the truck, or at least next to it. Trying to barter for the information and the trade for those things.
So to answer your question, Thor, the bottom of the improvement list you can only take once you have 6 improvements.
Right, like advanced. Okay, gotcha.
Okay. What is the trade exactly here?
Anti-material rifle, sans the scope, Bear, and any gear and equipment on Veldspar that survived the impaling.
Really? You're gonna give him all the gear?
Okay.
That is a part of the Bilby now.
That is
That's part of the
by
bill.
ownership rights, I own.
I've got a few things I'd like to discuss.
I want to
with
say,
Jordan.
Gaza did take definite hold, so everything that was on Veldspar now belongs to him.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
All right. So I look over. It's like, you motherfucking asshole! You almost ran me over with your goddamn shit fucking van, which I built from the ground up. You goddamn motherfucker! I'll tell you what. You give him the corpse that's on the front of your shit. I will repair that windshield, and you will give me an apology.
So
You repair the fucking machine gun too.
So the camera pans over to like the rule list that's inside the Bilby. Rule number 1: don't fuck in the Bilby. Rule number 2: do not shoot the Bilby.
I'd like to point out that I violated none of these rules, yet almost got punished for them.
Okay.
So Gaza,
I'm actually manipulating you into offering up the corpse.
Oh man, awesome. Okay.
See, I can't get down with this fucking PC manipulation bullshit. I just
You don't
can't.
have
You can interrupt him right now.
So hang on, I can interrupt his intimidation of me.
Yes.
That is some.
That's what I did to you.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
No, I get that. I was
roll your
I was
hex
trying
with
to
him.
run over a guy, but this is like.
I'd like to point out that if you actually do this, however, you will get an experience point. If I succeed in my manipulation, that is. So being manipulated is not necessarily a bad thing.
So he can offer you an experience point if you do what he says.
But that really
if he
depends.
succeeds.
I'm looking at the corpse. What do I see?
He's not wearing any armor or anything. I think he probably has a knife and probably a pistol strapped on his back that we didn't see before. He's got some pretty cool gear, though. He's dressed in, like, high-end fashion. Of course, it's all being soaked with blood right now. But it looks like, to us, it would look like 1930s, like, gangster wear. Like a nice suit. He's also got that sweet powdered wig. I don't know if you've ever wanted a powdered wig, but that powdered wig looks like it's worth about 1 barter.
And what is it that I get if I agree to your manipulation?
My forgiveness.
That ain't worth shit.
You're sure?
What else is like? All right, so let's do
so
this in
collectively,
character.
what we are going to be getting is probably roughly 6 barter worth of stuff.
No, I'm asking you like character development wise. You said I get an XP. Why do I get an XP?
If he
Makes sense.
succeeds at the roll, he can offer you an experience point if you do what he wants.
Oh, I see.
That's the incentive for doing what I want. You don't have to do it.
Now, he's
no,
manipulating you out of character so he can manipulate you in character. Just
I
FYI.
see. Right, that makes perfect sense.
Perhaps, Dave, I'm just going to throw this out here. Perhaps you'd like to read a situation or person, because that would get you an experience point.
Fuck it. Yeah, let's read it.
So, before you do that, you kind of have to make a decision. Are you going to interfere with him or not?
Well, can I read to work out whether or not he's being?
Sherman, are you okay with that?
Read what?
He's trying to read you.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, all right, we'll let everything happen. So, yeah, you're like offering him things and telling him, give me forgiveness, and he's just looking at you with that Gaza stare. Give us the Gaza stare. Well, the Gaza stare is a 9. Did you add your car's power?
No, I do not.
Because you're in your car.
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, he has his car's power to all his rolls. Yeah, you read a person. You have 3 hold. What do you want to ask?
Is the character telling the truth?
I will definitely forgive you.
About...
If you help me out with this deal and get us all of this shit, I might even help you fix up your busted ass truck.
Well, you kind of have to because your thing's in the back.
I can move my things.
Right? You can do that if you want.
Okay.
What does the character intend to do?
I intend to sell my oldest brother into slavery, hopefully having him castrated and live a life of solitude and servitude. Because I hate his fucking guts.
Okay.
I just want to point out here.
Pretty good payback.
I threw your family in. You know, they were cool. They were not members of the racist gang yet. They were just like, what do you call them? Like recruits or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were like, hey, I'm glad to see you. How's it going? And you're like, I'm selling you into slavery. You guys are not the heroes of this campaign.
No, well, no. So yeah.
What does your character wish I would do?
I wish your character would offer up the requisite barter in order to make this deal, because this is going to be worth a lot back in the town.
No, well, I mean, you literally just answered the questions that I already knew. I mean, like,
yeah, but now your character knows them in character.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Well, so Gaza like hops out of the bilby. It's still running. You can hear the blaring, fucking music in the background that he just can't fucking turn off coming out of the cab.
Walk to Electric Avenue.
Yeah. And then he walks up to the body. He sort of looks at it. He sort of sniffs at it or whatever, and then he just sort of
out in the street.
It's like I'd imagine he still might be sort of gurgling alive, or whatever.
Yeah, like he's reaching towards you, but these fucking spikes on your rhubarb have his wrist pinned. He's like,
do you have a knife on you?
There's a knife on him.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to take the knife off him. I mean, but do you have a knife on you, Sherman?
I have this really awesome handgun.
No, well, that will shoot the bilby, and that's rule number 2 of the bilby. Don't shoot the fucking bilby. So yeah, I'll take the knife out, and I'll just run it through his neck, sort of thing, and then I'll like put the knife back in his thing, and I'll pull the corpse off, and I'll throw it on the ground, and just be like, I hope your forgiveness is worth quite a bit. And then I go back inside of the thing, and yeah, I just sort of put my feet up on the dashboard, and maybe I'll light a cigarette and just watch you do your shit, I guess.
Okay, he accepts your trade.
I haven't actually rolled the manipulation roll. Do you want me to actually do that first?
What's the manipulation that you were doing?
To get him to do that, but I guess if he does it anyway.
Yeah, no, he doesn't need to be manipulated to do it. He'll absolutely trade for this fine aboriginal specimen.
Okay.
You want
Oh
to
no, I did the manipulation roll for Hammerhead, but I didn't do it for
Gaza?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, roll it.
Yeah, let's roll it because he wants that experience point.
Yeah. Okay. I offer you the experience point as an incentive for my progress.
I take it. You don't
Yeah.
need any more experience. So I'm at 1 experience now, and I've leveled up, I guess.
Okay.
Cool.
Pick your advance.
So
I took deep brain scan.
Of course you did.
Of course I did.
Of course you did.
How much XP do you need for every?
5. Every
It's,
5
it's,
you level.
it's always 5. It never changes.
Yes.
I'm gonna take reputation.
Oh, okay. You have reputation.
For running over people.
When you meet someone important, your call, roll plus cool. On a hit, they've heard of you, and you say what they've heard. The MC will have them respond accordingly. On a plus 10, you take a +1 forward for dealing with them as well. On a miss, they've heard of you, but the MC will decide what they've heard.
So I think if you want to put it into play right now, Hammerhead's like loading the unconscious bear on the back of his bike, strapping him down. And I think he's probably like slashing the Shelby's tires so no one can use it.
Yeah.
And taking some weapons out the back of the Shelby's trunk. And he turns toward you, Gaza, and he's like, "Who the fuck are you? I've never seen anyone operate a car like you do."
Do you want me to roll cool? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to use... No, I mean, you don't have to. If
No,
you want
I
to use
will.
your reputation move right now and see how
I
it
will.
works.
Yeah, I will. Does this get added with my car's power as well?
He's smoking
Or
a
is this
cigarette.
just straight
Yeah,
up?
last I heard you were out of your car, but are you
No,
like...
he said he got in and lit up a cigarette.
Oh, yeah, you did say that. Yeah, sure, go ahead. I was going to say, are you like hanging on the side of the car, like pulling yourself up, and you're like, "I'm fucking Gaza. I'm the driver."
All right, so that's 12.
Yep. Okay, you tell me what they've heard of you.
So back in the day, I used to be a caravan leader for a postal service that used to go up and down from the bottom of South Australia up to the west coast.
Of course, it was called the Brony Express.
Yeah, sure, why not? We'll call it the Brain Express. And so one of the things that gets robbed a lot is the post service because they can
Got that
hold it over
barter.
people's heads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's easy barter. When the caravan first started up, they didn't actually have any security in there, and because of that, my skills as a driver got super hardened, and that's where the Bilby came out. So basically, without any security, I was able to drive, be the driver that I am.
You're the
drive
transporter, basically.
The
You're
transporter,
literally
yeah,
the transporter.
and just deliver the mail like for years before I stopped doing it because they fell down on a different management or something like that, and I wasn't happy with them.
So what are you saying to him? Like, what name are you giving him?
And it's like, yeah, you might have heard of me. My name's Gaza.
The mailman. Yeah, I've heard of you. I heard
Me and
you
Bill
beat
be
the
here.
shit out of those bronies.
Yeah, you might have also heard my other name, Stitcher.
Yeah, I heard of you. I heard you're low down, dirty, two-fisted, hard-drinking son of an Australian. You make me proud to be a great white sir.
I give him like a loose salute as I take another drag on my fag, I guess.
Follow me. I'll take you to the compound. And he revs up his motorcycle and starts driving off to the north.
Is there a way that I can remember where the Shelby is? Because you might come scrap it.
Yeah, no problem.
Can we just like hitch it to the back of the truck?
Its
like now?
tires are slashed.
I know, but you can drag it.
Across
but
the desert?
is it? Yeah, it'll be. I mean, we can push it into the. back.
I mean, you have a big ass car. It's a tank.
Yeah, we can push it into the back of the Bilby, if need be. But
Okay. All right. Apparently, it's a really, really big
Well, I did take
Capacious, yeah.
Capacious, yeah.
Out of
so-
curiosity,
sure.
I can also look at it, see if I can somehow.
I think
back the tire.
probably you can't use the workshop right now because it's got a Shelby GT in the middle of it.
Can I check to see if there's something I can do to repair the
It sounds like you're using the workshop move.
I think it might actually also be things speak, since I can ask what's wrong with this and how might I fix it.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you can use things speak if you want to.
He literally just slashed the tires. That's all he did.
It needs
It still
tires.
works. Yeah, it needs tires, yeah.
Yeah. I'm wondering if Arthur's going to say something slightly less inane than it needs new tires.
It
but
could
we'll
be
see.
you roll snake eyes and then everything explodes.
I'm investigating the hood.
I'm fine with you making a roll. It sounds like you're fishing for XP, but sure.
Always,
Yeah.
yeah.
Use your magical powers.
Yeah, magical powers.
All right, you got a 12. Let's talk
Yeah.
about it. UNL.
Okay. Well, obviously, what's wrong with this and how might I fix it? I'm pretty sure I can answer the question, but
Yeah, its tires have been slashed.
how might I fix it?
You find new tires for the Shelby GT 500.
Jesus.
Well, I
All
mean,
right,
you can...
may as well go through this. Who made this car?
Shelby.
Man. we cut to a man named Phil in Chicago. He's putting together the Shelby GT 500, and he just wipes his brow, and he's just like working on shitting, ching. He's got like a spanner, and he's making some ratcheting noises. He slaps the side of the car. He's like, "Damn, this is the finest car I ever made. I'm sure glad that this is a 1968 Shelby GT 500, the greatest American muscle car ever made."
Awesome.
And then he just like breaks fourth wall
You know
and
what,
stares into the camera, right?
Yeah,
I'm
of course.
gonna throw it off. Let you, Arthur.
Yep.
What has been done most recently with this or to this?
Obviously, it's been pushed into the back of the truck.
It's slashed.
Yeah, tires have been slashed and pushed into the back of the truck.
I get 3 questions. I'm gonna ask my goddamn 3 questions. All right.
I love how a lot of these questions are literally like, yeah, you just saw a guy do it. like
That's
the question
because
of, like,
the thing is, he keeps doing stuff to objects and then using things speak. If he just like walks up and is like, "Okay, talk to me," it would be better. But he's
love it
always
as
like,
well because like read the person was like, "What do you want me to do?" He's like, "I want you to give me this body," and I'm like, "Yeah," like it's just like
So I
answering
had
the most
intended
obvious fucking questions.
So I had intended to manipulate you earlier and then roll it and see how it went, but you started asking questions, which maybe
Yeah.
I should have said, well, read me as a person in game and I'll answer them. But instead, I actually answered your question player to player.
Yeah.
So that was maybe my fault, but still. Okay, so can I use my workspace to fix the tires?
Of
mean, not right
course.
now.
Yes, sure, no problem, but you're going to need Gaza to help you with it, or you're going to have to take the Shelby apart to do it.
How do tires work? Let me just.
Gaza?
Like, I assume that we're driving, and
Yeah,
you're
you're calling
up
over
through,
the,
like,
the ham.
into the cab through the like little hole that most cabs have, or whatever.
Yep.
And I just see you come in, so you like knock on the little glass. I like look back, I just sort of flick it open, and you slide through, I guess. And you sit in the passenger seat, and all you hear is, "I'm gonna take you to Electric Avenue," and I'm just like, I like fucking hit the 8 deck a bitch, and it goes, and then it just turns off, and I'm like, yeah, what do you want?
2 things, really. First off, Arthur, can I, for the purpose of the workspace move, can I quickly inspect the tape player to see if there's some way I can fix it? Not even quickly. but
Sure, no
eventually-
problem.
If you ever wanted to get on Gaz's good side and fix the fucking 8 player, like
Yeah.
seriously,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's to
Okay.
the point where like I turn it off, like, and then like somehow there's like a wire that flicks it back on or whatever every single time. It's like,
Yep.
So the answer to that is sure, no problem, but first you'll have to get out a sledgehammer handle, and It's going to take several tries, and it's going to take several days of work.
Okay.
Because yeah, you look in the middle console, right? It's got one of those flip up things.
I need a sledgehammer handle, specifically a sledgehammer handle.
Yeah.
Wonder where you can get one of those from. And you look in the middle, the little where the bitch, like where bitch would sit.
Yep.
And there is like 16 tapes in there, and Gaza just looks at them longingly. This is the only tape that he has that has the same song recorded both sides that lasts for the entire same tape. So there is literally no other song that plays in his fucking cab.
Yep.
And he's just, it's one of those things, man. Anyway, it's like, what do you want?
I sit down next to you and I look at you.
Yeah, I do the Fast and Furious thing where I'm just driving, but I'm like not paying
Looking
attention.
at you, yeah.
Well, I believe you still owe me an apology.
I like take a long drag.
That was our
Dave,
deal,
I'm
by the way.
gonna throw this out here for you real quick because I know you like experience. It sounds like this is a charged situation.
What does that mean in game?
That means that you might be able to roll sharp to read a person.
So as per
I'm helping you Tyler your rolls, right? Just
Yeah.
start making a bunch of rolls for XP.
See, as a player, I would just fucking do it and work out what I can via conversation. But this
That's
game
fine.
is like fucking.
You can do that if you want to, but if
yeah,
you
yeah,
want to,
no. So I have not. My character's not actually
All
said
right.
anything.
I will make a stipulation on this. I will do it only if I can do it in conversation to get the how many
Sure.
questions I want out of him.
no problem.
Okay.
Great. I feel a lot better about this when I do it like this. So
Okay.
All right.
sharp.
So you haven't said anything yet. He's already looking over at you like,
So that is +2. So that's
Yep.
a 10.
okay.
Man, fucking.
Sherman, are you attempting to interfere with that roll in any way or
No.
aid? Okay. All right.
Aid?
I should have asked that before.
Talk to me.
Okay.
So the reason why Sherman is here is because, as per our original agreement, I requested an apology for nearly running over, and I don't think I heard one. He gave up the corpse off the front of the truck,
Yeah.
but he did not actually offer an apology for nearly
All
killing
right.
him.
So this is
Mark XP,
read
by
a
the way.
person. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So he takes a big drag and he doesn't look over at him. He's just sort of like, paying attention to the road or whatever. And he's like, so, tell her. Tell old Gaza here, huh? Or, what is it that you're feeling right now,
I'm feeling
trying
like yeah.
Trying to get a little bit more out of you. You're a stone-faced man half the time, and now I realize that you're dealing with slavers and shit, so you tell me.
Oh, that? Yeah, there's a bit of history there. I don't know if you noticed. But, I feel like there's a certain bit of history between you and I. Wouldn't you agree? I feel it's a little impolite to run over a person who's fixed up your rig on numerous occasions, gone through the trouble of building a grenade launcher on your behalf, and nearly blowing my pecker off. So, I feel like I'm owed an apology.
I think you answered that pretty thoroughly. Yeah.
Oh, yeah? And what do you intend to do if I don't give you one? Take another drag of the fag?
Remember it.
And then I lean back and it's like, keep driving for a bit. There's a bit of, pregnant silence between us.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah.
No.
No, it's a different song, Arthur, and I think you know which one it is.
No,
Yeah, it comes back on and it's just like, out in the street.
And then I'm just like, I fucking hit it again, and I'm just like,
Ooh.
it's just like, and then I'm like, you're right. I should apologize, and I do. I'm sorry that I almost ran you over. I'm sorry that you were in the way of that smarmy little cunt who had what coming to him. And you know what? I kind of understood that you would get out of the way the moment you would. But you got to understand that the Bilby here, she deserves better than being peppered at with stupid machine guns.
I wholly appreciate that. And Arthur, if you would allow me to substitute, like,
I
can I
still
do
have
this like
one-
thematic?
I still have one more question
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
do,
ask
you
you.
do, you do, yeah. Like
And it's like,
I humbly accept your apology, and
I'm
I
gonna
sure do
acquiesce.
appreciate you being man enough to do it.
now, what's it gonna take for you to fix this fucking tape player and like kick it again and it starts playing? It's like
Sounds like you're asking, how could I get your character to fix this tape player?
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's part of his original reader person role.
Yep.
And I look over and I smile at him and I say, "All you had to do was apologize and ask, my friend." And Arthur, if you'd let me do this thematically, I would like to reach over and just fix it, and I'll pay 1 barter in order for that sledgehammer handle.
Yeah, there's an eject button.
No,
That's
no. I feel like we gotta acquire it, man.
Oh, okay.
You know that you gotta prop up that lever, and that sledgehammer handle is the perfect length to do it.
All right.
If you stuck it in there, it's non-conductive material.
All right. So how about this instead? Can I use my workspace, and I'll ask you the question: how can I get it to just not kick on again, not fully fix it, just like for the remainder?
Is that I don't know that that's a question, right?
How can I stop the tape deck from playing? I will set myself to fixing it wholly so you can play different tape decks.
Let's see.
And that's what the original question was. But how can I get it to just stop?
What are you dedicating yourself to doing?
Getting it to stop turning on randomly.
It's you have to dedicate yourself to making a thing or getting to the bottom of some shit.
What about Savvyhead Things Speak? Can I use that?
You want to use things speak on the tape deck?
Yeah, to prevent it from turning
put
on.
your hand on it.
It says,
and it's
I
like,
wanna-
I want to.
Okay, fine. I'll tell you what. Go ahead and use things speak. I think after this we need to
Tell
cut to
you.
Liz and Henrik.
Yeah,
This
we
has
do.
been
I'm just trying to make this thematic, Arthur.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, I nailed that shit. All right.
What'd you get?
13.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask, how can I fix this? But I just want to turn it off, like dramatically, like get it to stop playing. Maybe disconnect the speakers or something.
Yeah, there's a wire that if you pull it, you know that it's gonna make the repairs a little bit more tricky, but you know how to fix it afterwards.
Yeah. Okay. I'll pull the wire out and say I'll fix it proper when we get back to town.
Oh, didn't And then there's pure silence. What other questions you want answered?
I mean, what has been done most recently with this or to this?
It's been hit recently a bunch of times by Gaza. Like you get a series of flashbacks that is like Gaza hitting it, and then like 5 seconds later, Gaza hitting it, Gaza hitting it, Gaza hitting it, Gaza hitting it.
Can I actually answer this one? Because I actually have an answer for this one.
Oh God! Please don't say you're putting something in the tape deck.
No, no.
Go ahead, you answer it. Fine.
So back when I used to run the postal service.
This is recently. It has to be done recently.
Oh, recently?
Yeah.
Okay. All right then.
Yeah, you've hit it a lot.
Hit it a lot.
What strong emotions have been most recently nearby this?
Absolutely. Actually, wait. You guys are talking right now. Sincerity?
Yeah,
Is that an
sure.
emotion?
Okay.
Yeah, everyone's like,
He's
let's
fucking-
hug it out. I'm so sorry that I tried to hurt you. And you're like, I'm going to fix your tape deck. And everyone's like, yay.
If I
Yeah.
wasn't driving, we'd be hugging right now.
All right, Henrik, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you want to try to kill Stanley on your own and like overthrow the town before the party gets back, or are you waiting for
Definitely.
them?
I definitely want to do it before they get back.
All right.
You know,
All right.
I have backup.
I love it because, like, if we get back, right, and you're like, guys, I need help overthrowing the town, we're just like, yeah, we're going to the reef. And then we just, like, get in the car and we just start going. And you're just like, oh, fuck.
So I think that what's going to happen then is we're going to cut to you, and then we're going to cut back to Liz as the Bilby is pulling into the Hammerhead Depot.
Can I not? I'd really like to say one thing on the
Okay.
way.
Okay.
As I'm sitting up there, and those two guys are sitting down there and crying and hugging it out.
I don't think that's exactly what's happening, but sure.
I'm
Just
I'm
like,
going
It's
to
the
be-
man version of crying and hugging it out.
as men do, right? As
Yeah.
men do.
They
I'll
hit
tell you
tape
what.
deck players and promise to fix things.
While they're on their way, I'm going to open that little window there, sort of hang down the side so I'm upside down and say,
This is a Harlequin shit to do, man.
"Yep,
Your hair is basically sideways at this point from the speed you're going.
yep," and I'm
No,
like,
do you mean the little hole in the like between the cab and the back?
I thought he was like hanging over the side of the car.
the side of the car and
Yeah.
just poke the windshield
Okay.
because I imagine I can hear could sort of hear what's going on down there.
Yep.
And I look directly at Sherman, my hair to the side. So, it's really nice that you guys have kissed and made up and all that shit. And that tape recorder sure is a mighty big priority and all. But I just have one tiny little question. How about you get your fat ass up on the roof and fix my fucking machine gun?
Are you trying to manipulate Sherman?
I guess so.
Okay.
When you say the tape deck's a big priority, Gaza just looks at you and says, "Fuck you, Liz. I need to listen to my akadaka."
I want the machine gun in place before we enter the compound of people that want to murder us, probably.
We have no idea they want to murder us, by the way. We have
But-
no idea
But
what's
Liz
going
is a
on
paranoid
in
schizophrenic, so
I expect everybody to want to murder me.
town.
yeah.
That's
So let's see your.
Which is why I'm still alive.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Okay, you're manipulating Sherman. Sherman, are you doing anything to aid or interfere with this?
No.
Okay. All right. Roll it, Liz.
What was it?
13.
Holy fuck. Okay.
So when
I
you
guess I got
disappear
the-
from around the corner or whatever, Gaza just turns to Sherman and just goes, "I fucking love that woman."
Okay. Sherman, if you do it, you get experience. If you don't, it's acting under fire. And I think it's if you promise to make the machine guns your first priority.
Yeah.
Yes.
I look at Gaza and says, "It's your rig, buddy."
Yeah, fix that gun. You kidding me? Also, while you're up there, take a look at seeing if you can reinforce that nest a little more. It's a little bullshit that he was able to pop a fucking 9mm up there and shoot that feet off.
That wasn't a 9mm. That was the anti-material sniper rifle.
Yeah, that was a big fucking gun.
It was a 50 cal.
He still says 9mm.
Yeah, I know he does.
He's smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, okay,
Tiny
I
bit
head
of
up. I accept the experience, and I think I advance again.
Fuck!
So,
Jesus Christ.
so
You're gonna have to retire your character episode by the end of this episode.
out of character, how much fucking XP has everybody got here?
I think Sherman's on his 4th advance.
It's getting close. It's not that quite far.
He rolls
This
all
is
the
my
time
third.
because he keeps touching stuff. He's like, "Tell me what it does."
I've just gotten my sixth.
So I keep. Hey, so I'm at the very least.
I think I've only got
my weird charisma thing. So you guys are at least able to benefit from that. But yeah, I've been rolling weird quite a bit.
What did I do? 6.
I fill out some paperwork.
Liz, you got some hot from that, right? You had hot as a stat, or is that wrong?
Yeah, I do. Have,
Okay, so you
that
got
was
some
voted
experience.
on as my stat. Of
Yeah,
course.
dude. Have you been marking that, by the way? Because you've had a few rolls with
Yeah,
us.
he has.
Yeah,
he leveled up.
I've gotten a grand total of 6 now XP because pretty much purely from hot rolls.
All right, Henrik,
I've had 5 XP total.
you're hunting Stanley. You've got like 3 guys with you. They
Yeah.
all look pretty shaky. They've got pistols, and one of them has a knife as well in his offhand. He's trying to look like Solid Snake, where he's got the knife jammed up next to the pistol. He's like, "Yeah, tactical bullshit."
Yeah.
He's got. I'm like, here. Let me take the knife. I'm gonna need something.
What? It's my knife.
I'm like, I'm just gonna borrow it. I'll get the blood off when I'm done.
It's my knife, mate.
That's not a knife.
Are you gonna
I'm like, yeah, that's not a knife. This is a knife, and then I violation. glove
Played,
him.
you violation glove him? What does this involve? What does this entail? You're
Yeah, I
touching
get
him with your glove.
I get to if I roll good enough, I get to ask a bunch of questions straight from his brain. I think.
Yeah, you're touching him with the violation glove with skin contact, and then your what move are you using to support that?
Deep brain scan.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, his name is
I think he
Yes.
completely missed it.
his name's Bill.
I got snake eyes.
Wow, you got snake eyes? Fuck,
I'm
that's
like-
happened
I'm
twice
like-
tonight.
I'm like, Bill, relax. It's fine. If you want me unarmed, then I can just show you the incredible skill of my kung fu. I'm perfectly comfortable with this.
Let's see here. You deep raid scan on a miss. You inflict 1 harm to your subject to no benefit. So yeah, you tell me how you're touching him with your violation glove.
I imagine it's like one of those like.
On the no, it's like on his very lower ribs, just like
Yeah, like when you touch him there, he's like, oh God, oh, my ulcer's acting up. Oh, I might. Oh
What did
God.
you eat?
He
Did
like
you guys eat that? I hope not.
he's like, oh God. Listen, Henrik, where the fuck even are we in the town? I don't think I've seen this section before.
Like, look, we just head all the way to the north of town.
Out by the Windblaze Inn.
Yes, as soon as we get past, I know he'll be there. It's sometime this, early before it's dark, and should be no problem. I mean, he might have a couple guys, but we got a couple guys, right? Right?
Okay, so yeah, you get out there, and you see Stanley with Visage, who is the security guy who was pissing in the water, and they're both like walking along arm in arm together, and I think Stanley has his left hand on like Visage's left hand, and they're like singing a song together. Yeah. They're walking past the wind blades. I guess you and your crew are like pressed up behind these wind blades, like hiding.
Yeah. And
So
I'm
they're
like,
the giant vertical, just like shafts that are stuck in the ground, and yeah, these guys walk past you.
they don't see me.
Nope,
or
they
see
don't
us?
see you.
Okay,
Nope.
so I'm like, just wait until you can get your surprise and jump in. I'm gonna go distract them.
The three of them are like looking at you. They're like, "Fuck you! You go first."
I'm like, yeah, no, I'm going right now. As soon as you see him, drop to his knees, that's when you know when to act. And I run out.
The three of them are like, wait a second. Before you go, point of order. Mimi said you were gonna be the one that does them in. We're just here to like back you up.
Yeah, I
Right?
need you to rush in and get this other guy. off
Oh,
him.
okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, Visage owes me a little bit of money he hasn't paid, so yeah. No, I'll totally ice him.
Yeah, as soon as you see this guy drop, you guys rush in, do your thing. And so I run over and I say, Visage, the hyperflux capacitor, man. Come
Okay,
here.
so Visage and Stanley turn around, and Stanley just, like, rolls his eyes, and he's like, "Good evening to you, Henrik. Why are you interrupting our fine walk around the perimeter?" And Visage is like, remember, this is the guy that looks like Guile from Street Fighter. He's like, "Yeah! How's it going? What about the hyperflux capacitor?" And he's like walking towards you, muscling his way over there.
And I'm like, well, there should be some like in each one, right? And I try to like point. I just want to like get them to face.
Yeah,
like,
he walks.
from-
Yeah,
like,
they both face toward the pylons.
And I'm
And
like,
Visage is like, "Yeah, there is one in each one. There's exactly one. That's why we need one in every single one. That's how it works."
yeah, and I'm like, well, look at that one specifically over there. And I'm like, no, that one. And I go and I grab what's his name? Stanley's head to like angle it.
Okay.
And first I will like scan his brain.
Okay, you're deep brain scanning him?
Yeah.
Yep. Let's talk about it. Roll it.
Yeah, to see if I can. Wait, where's my? I need my character sheet to scan his brain.
Okay, you got an 8.
Okay, so I hold 1.
How can I make him love me? I'm gonna take on.
See here.
Electric Avenue.
I'm
we
gonna- for
finally
what
got
does
that up.
for what does the character crave forgiveness, and of whom?
Yeah, you get some flashing images. There's a young girl. It's probably 30 years ago.